Tell me what your understanding of love is.
Oh, it's shit. It's hard. That. You know what, mate? This is a really hard question. My childhood was shit. Like, I look back now and I realise my mum was trying her best with what she had, but I didn't appreciate that. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't there. Like I say, my mum was my mum and my dad. So I never really had that role model, do you know what I mean? Violence is just like, I've just grew up seeing it. My brother and sister haven't got the same dad as me, but he used to beat my mum, like really fucking horrible he was. I never thought I'd grow up ever to be like that, do you know what I mean? And then anyway, like I said, I started drinking in pubs and that, and the pub was notorious for fighting. The first time I smacked someone and realised that I could do it, I got a bit of a crave for it, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just started fighting all the time. But then it got to a stage, because I knew I could use it to my advantage then, because everyone wouldn't mess around with me. That's when I started to sell drugs. And then I went to prison when I was 16, got out. Within a week I was back in prison. Got out, within a month I was back in prison. Got out, again I just kept going back straight away. And then I managed to get a mobile phone when I was in prison, rung this girl that I knew. She was a really good girl, don't take drugs, don't smoke, none of that. And I knew that's what I wanted in a girlfriend. So anyway, been with her about 10 years now. Do you know what I mean? I've got 2 kids. It's been a bit rough, like, because I've been an idiot. She's been cool to be kind, you know what I mean? She moved away with my son because I was taking drugs, and instead of me using that to like boost me going one way, doing the right thing, I've just buried my head in the sand. And I was selling drugs at the time. I just started taking them, and that's where my life just. I was on heroin, and it wasn't uncommon for me to be woke up by myself crying. Do you know what I mean? It was really horrible. I got nicked. I was 8 stone. I was 8 stone. I was when I went to prison. I was ready to die. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always have what you've always had. And it's right, it's simple, but that is right. So anyway, I got out, and it was scary, me moving up here. I know it sounds a bit daft like, but I never thought I'd ever move out of Lincoln. Happy Days took me in, and these people that I'm surrounded by now I haven't got no hidden agendas. They all come from the same place and they want the best for you. And maybe obstacles along the way, but these are here not to do everything for you at all, but to try and help you be more independent. That reinforced my faith in myself, do you know what I mean? Just people, just giving you a second chance, do you know what I mean? Without judging you straight away, because I know that happens, and it does my head in, because if that happened in everybody, I wouldn't be sat here now. Everyone can change. That's the thing. Everyone can change. I could have got out, and if I didn't have the right head on, or the right people to get the right head on me, such as Happy Days, I could have got depressed quite easily and gone back to that old lifestyle. I might have even been dead by now. But instead, I'm sat here today. I'm working. I've got my own flat. My kids. Do you know what I mean? I'm dad now, and that's all I've ever wanted. For the last 5 years, since my son was born, I've just wanted to feel like I do now. My dad wasn't there, so I didn't see that our dad should be with his son. Do you know what I mean? And that's why when my son was born, I thought I needed to buy him things all the time. That's not the case at all. I don't think about myself no more, really. When I'm with them, it's not about me, everything's about them, yeah. And I'm a millionaire in that sense. That's me, mate.